I was born and raised in New York City. And shortly after, I moved to a suburb in just outside the city called Spring Valley. Entering middle school in Connecticut, my father and my mother had a falling out. And, without getting too personal into some family stuff that wound up coming to light years later, I became estranged from my father for a fairly long period of time until I remember in early 2000, a little bit after his 50th birthday, he committed suicide on the same weekend that my mother, or stepmother rather, had passed away from liver failure. What strikes me as odd is I wasn't impacted as much as I thought I should have been. I don't really remember understanding what a milestone that should have been, and nowadays it harbors some weird feelings. I don't really have any pictures or video or anything like that of my biological father. The only real memories that I have and the only recollection I have of this man is these weird fading memories that are just altering as I get older and older. I was fortunate that a lot of people, in a way that a lot of people don't have the ability to be fortunate in that, my biological father, for whatever terrible reasons, wound up passing away. I had a father step in and take care of me. My stepfather, who I consider my father now at this point in my life, had been there since I was 8 or 9 years old, taking care of me. And I still tell people to this day that if you live within a couple blocks of your parents for the entirety of your young adult life, you always have this feeling that if you get that feeling, what am I going to do? Someone will be over your shoulder who has a vested interest in you to say, see, I told you, and now here's the consequences. I think back on it, and I served in the military for 10 years between 2006 and 2016, and I made immense amounts of connections and friends all over the world, and now they're starting to diminish at a rate of about 3 per year, and not because of service-related illness other than by their own hand. When things really get rough and shit starts to hit the fan and you get these terrible ideas and these, thoughts in your head, it's nice that I know what my body and my mind are capable of to overcome. If I'm in the gym and there's this exorbitant load that I'm supposed to lift and be able to move in a specific direction, the mental stability that I need to be able to deal with my problems on a daily basis, my ability to deal with them in terms of my thought process is exactly where I need it to be. I know I can deal with that. And my lifestyle of, where I am every single day with the same people, the issue that I have most of the time, and that everybody has, is finding reliable friends. I mean, veterans and veteran suicide, every single day people say that they wanted to reach out to somebody or they were looking for someone to talk to about it, and they just never find that person. And in fitness and with these people who have this same regimented, I'm going to fuck my own world up life, mentality, it's easy to find those people to rely on. So I'm not just relying on my own hands, but I'm relying on the hands behind me that are resting on my shoulders. I think that a lot of times we don't understand how our energy is going to come together and how it's going to spill out of us. And we need to figure out a way to redirect our feelings and our energy to really push into something that's relatable and can be quantifiable in terms of, at the end of the day, how do we count this? What is the example of change? And when you learn to redirect your energy correctly, which the military has obviously done, teaching us how to, utilize time management and survival techniques and all this other stuff, but fitness in and of itself can redirect your energy. And for me, my panic mechanism of everything is falling apart right now, how am I supposed to deal with this, to, look, the weight is still on your shoulders. You can either catch your breath and finish the set, or it's going to crush you and you're just going to crumble underneath of it.